Alrighty, I got two mellophones here and I just want to make a quick little video talking about the two so you could see kind of the differences between them, what it's like to own them, get a feel for what they sound like, how they play, etc. The reason I'm lumping these two mellophones into one video is because they're basically the same exact instrument. So let me show you. Okay, so I have them on the table here, and this one, this is the Olds. The one on the right is the Olds, the one on the left is the Reynolds, and as you can see, you just cannot tell which is which. Both of these horns are chrome plated. They have that short kind of cornet or trumpet style wrap to them, and as you can see, like the water keys are identical, like the finger hook and all the bracings are identical and they're in the same places. The only difference is the bracings a little bit, like the type of brace they use, a little different. This one here, a little bit different over here, but the specs of the instruments are basically identical. Let me turn it around. Right, as you can see, basically the same instrument. Serial numbers are even in the same exact spot, and they even have this identical kind of unique brace here. So yeah, these horns are basically what I say would be identical. However, there is one difference, and let me show you. The only main difference is the valve. So here I have the Reynolds, and you can see the valve caps are a little different, but the valves themselves, this is that kind of Getson style where the spring and the stem are inside the valve. That's the Getson style. And if we look at the Olds, different valve caps, different style. So you can see the valve guide is on the outside, which is typical of Olds. And so that's the only difference, minus a couple braces here and there. The valve blocks are different on these horns. So the Olds is, its own type. The Reynolds has a Getson valve block. Alright, I'm going to give you an idea of what these things sound like and talk about what I feel playing it. So this is the Reynolds. It's a Reynolds Contempora, serial number 265387. Nickel plated, not silver. Both horns are. And yeah, let's play a few notes. I'll play a chromatic scale so you can get an idea of the intonation. A little squirrely upstairs, as most mellophones are. Not bad at all. The way the horn feels, it's a little loose. It is an old instrument, obviously. I'll put the date somewhere in the video. Intonation, pretty good, not solid. The tone, not bad at all. I really don't think these are bad instruments. Let me play for you now the Olds. So same deal. This is an FE Olds & Son, Fullington, California is what the bell says. Serial number 970534. nickel plated. Here's a chromatic scale. Yeah, a little flat. Yeah, again, not a bad horn. Oh, some flip slurs. I get around pretty good on it. Personally, I kind of like the tone of this one a little more. And the blow is pretty similar to the Reynolds, though. I mean, both are really similar. Like I said, they're virtually the same horn in terms of feel as well. So the only thing you really have to watch out for is age and the condition of the valves. I think the valves on the olds are a little poorer than the Reynolds. I mean, Getson valves are just terrific, and they tend to hold up pretty well. So this one feels a little looser, kind of like an older instrument. But even then, I think it's still a really nice horn. So there are some quirks with these instruments, however. Intonation, not terrible, but obviously the sharp fingerings. Right, pretty sharp. 1, 2, and 3. And there's not really much adjusting you can do on this. These have a third valve slide. Let me show you on the Reynolds, since that one moves a little better. Third valve slide is straight out, unlike other mellophones that usually bend down, which is fine. The only problem is, watch. I take this out, smacks right up on the bell, scrapes it. I mean, both these horns are really scuffed up there. And look at the throw. It's a really short throw on this slide, meaning that you can't really get it out very far. If you wanted to, say, put a tuning mechanism or like a hook or a trigger on here, it's only going to go out so far because it's going to hit this bell, right? The ones that are bent over have a longer throw, and so you could get something put on there, but not these horns. So you're left with putting something on the first valve slide, but right here you don't get a whole lot of room just because of the wrap of the instrument around here. Not a whole lot of room to get something put on. You could get one of those hooks that solders on here and goes around there like the Mount Vernon box. But again, not the most optimal. But you could probably get away with just leaving this slide out a little bit. You have to be careful it doesn't fall out, unfortunately. But besides that, there's not really anything really else concerning about them. They're pretty well made, chrome plated, right? So silver polish, don't use silver polish on these, but they tend to hold up pretty well. And yeah, so just making a video to give you guys an idea about these horns, how they play. Here's where the lyre is. So it'll put it straight up at a nice angle, or you can clamp one on the bell. And yeah, that's about it. Last thing I'll show you is what it's like to play these horns full out. See what kind of nice big sound you can get out of them. So I noticed this Reynolds, especially in the middle to low register, kind of likes to back up on me. Quite a bit of resistance when I try and play out. Let's see about the olds. I can play out a little more on the olds, and I think the sound is a little more pleasant when you play it as well. I think you can put a lot more air through this thing and it doesn't break apart like the Reynolds does. Again, though, this could be because of the nature of the instrument, just the condition of them. It's hard to say. Let me show you the case. So this is the case, just a standard kind of old, slightly musty hard shell case. Got a flap here, music, the horn sits nicely in here. Again, not a bad case, and these horns are not that bad. So I was just giving you guys a general idea of what it's like to play them.